welcome to a brand new movie review. This one is for Kind of Kindness. Now, we are so back with another movie from director Yorgos Lanthimos. After Poor Things took home 4 Oscars this year, now this new film is an anthology of 3 separate stories with the same actors playing different roles in each of them. Now, this movie was really strange. It's bizarre and I love it. I was a little apprehensive coming into this movie, can't lie. Anthology movies really like my preferred choice. I'm actually kind of a hit or miss with some of Yorgos Lanthimos films, and you combine that with a very long run time. It was possible that I could have not liked this movie, but instead I found Kind of Kindness to be a really great time. Admittedly, a strange movie, but a great time. Now, to me, Yorgos Lanthimos is one of those filmmakers where you can really tell early on if this is going to be for you or not. And from the opening Searchlight logo with Sweet Dreams song just blasting in really makes you lock in. And now, as mentioned early, it is 3 separate stories, and there are no spoilers here, I promise, but here are the titles for each of them. Death of EMF. EMF is flying, and EMF is a sandwich. Now, EMF is the only recurring character between the 3 stories, just played by the same actor, and I'll just leave it at that. And somehow, some way, the movie just gets stranger with each story in succession. The first story centers heavily on Jesse Plemons, and this is the synopsis. A man without choice who tries to take control of his own life. Arguably the strongest story, start to finish, of the 3. Just you goes reminding us that we are fable creatures who wants the illusion of choice, but when it actually comes down to it, we don't want it. Along with the metaphor of controlling or manipulative relationship, and how far we'll go to please said person. It's funny in particular because the movie kind of sets you up, as I said early, with the sweet dreams just blasting in with the opening logos, and I mean, I was then near ready to get up and start fist popping, and then it just casts and throws you into this Jesse Plemons character who's so awkward. The second story involves both Emmastone and Jesse Plemons, who plays a policeman whose wife went missing at sea, only for her to return, but seems a little different. Now, one thing about this one is that this one definitely plays more like a horror movie. All 3 stories certainly have moments of tension and where it just feels downright scary, and the music certainly adds to that. But this one in particular just feels with the most anxiety and dread. Is that a special anxiety of like what's happening and what is going to happen? And this one in particular give me the same feeling as when I watched Killing of a Secret Deer. Not in terms of story or anything like that, but in terms of eliciting a reaction. It just feel with those moments where I feel like I have no control over what's happening at all. And that is both exciting and also terrifying, considering you are watching a Yorgos Lanthimos film, and the third story is largely centered on Emma Stone, who plays someone who is desperate to find someone with a special ability, and includes some religious cult-like group. Again, filled with those moments to totally keep you off balance and has some really uncomfortable scenes and low-key trigger warning for certain people, and I'm sure you know when you see it. Now, in terms of the runtime, it's really long. It's like 2 hours and 45 minutes, which, quite frankly, is kind of insane. And while this movie didn't drag like I thought it would, but I feel like the movie ends in the weakest story, in my opinion. It's one that I feel like had the least grasp on in terms of the other stories. It's the one in comparison to the first two where I feel the least compelled by in terms of trying to look for some deeper meaning or just thinking about it. And more in general, so much of these stories have some kind of a through line of power, manipulation, and relationships, especially. And to me, the third one is just not as compelling as the first two. It's not expressed in the most creative way. Just in my personal opinion, I can't believe I'm saying this, but considering how strange this movie is, and this is a very strange movie, I would say that I wish it got stranger. I guess the better way to out it is that I wanted to leave the theater just absolutely bustling, or at least being like, oh my gosh, what the hell? I can't believe it ended like that. Rather than like, oh, that was a really interesting way to go, a really interesting ending. I would say it's not a bad ending. I said the ending is quite good, but it didn't give me like that big reaction in terms of the other two stories before that. Now, and I understand that ending is definitely purposeful. Moving on to the ensemble here, and it's excellent. I really love Jesse Plemons in this. He is the most adaptable in each story and the most prominent character, even more so than Emma Stone, just in terms of the overall 2 hours and 45-minute film. But man, he really blessed him. He's a top tier character actor who's able to play any role given to him, like at all. Whether you need him to be this normal everyday man who could be a little awkward or a freak, he's going to do it. And I never thought that the weird cop from Game Night, which is an excellent movie, and I never thought that guy, that actor, would end up being like one of the most interesting actors working today in our generation. And I'm so glad to see that because the man is sensational. Now, Emma Stone is always amazing. She's always bring her a top performance to every project she's in. And she's excellent here, and Margaret, Qualley, and Willem Dafoe are exceptional. And Hunter Schafer, she has a small role in this movie, but she's so good here. Honestly, for some reason, this movie just worked for me. Even with my complaints with the third story, this just worked because it's an interesting watch and it's so compelling and very original and sometimes quite brilliant, and you want to see how it ends, and you can go deep and see how it connects thematically and what Lanthimos is trying to say about our humanity. And it's just a really compelling movie to watch. It really it's a movie that is almost 3 hours long, and I would say that I was engaged from start to finish. And I'll say that it's an interesting movie. I'll say that the movie is not for everyone. I'll say that. But I think that is you looking to see something bold and original and very bizarre. This is quite a movie to watch. I'll say that. So that's my review for Kind of Kindness. Thank you to Sociedad Integrada for inviting me to the screening of this movie. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, consider subscribe to the channel, and thank you for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye bye.